Hi everyone, it's Kay here today. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to be showing how I make a little golden book journal. I have to admit I'm using a cinch machine, but I'm always a bit of a struggle putting the right way around for the coils. So what I do with my little golden books is I try to buy two the same. So I basically keep one for the journal and cut up the other one for ephemera. So I'm going to cut this one up because the spine is not as good as the spine on this side, but in saying that I've got to pull the spine apart anyway. So what I usually do is find the stapler and try very hard, try and being the operative word here. I might just do this one. I've got a little screwdriver here, as I try to lever it apart using my screwdriver. I've forgotten I did that bit, sorry. It's been a while since I made one, and whenever I make one, it's a long time before I make another one, because I only make a couple of, one at a time kind of thing. I did make two little Peter Rabbit ones at one stage, because I was making them at the same time, because I had 4 little Peter Rabbit books. So this is the story of the Princess and the Pea. I don't know if you know that story. It's a story of how this princess was going to marry a prince, but the queen is not sure whether she's a real princess or not. So she piles all these mattresses on the bed and puts a pea under the bottom mattresses. I think there's 12 mattresses in the story that I remember. And only a real princess apparently can feel the pea through all those mattresses. Well, you'd be a very special person to feel the pea at all through that many mattresses. Anyway, it's a story of that and how she complains how uncomfortable it is because she can feel this lump in the bed. I haven't read this recent story, so I don't know if it's the same story or others. I wonder who actually made it up. I think it's a cute story. It was one of my favourite ones when I was a girl, this one, and the 12 Dancing Princesses, which I'm going to make a journal from as well. So this is going to take me a while. So as you can see, it's not an easy process the way I do it, because I'm trying to keep everything intact. I don't know why, because I usually end up cutting it off anyway. So I'm just going to turn you off while I keep fiddling with this, and I'll come back in a minute. Well, that was a bit of a tussle. I was really stuck in there, and I've broken this the thing here. So just as well, I usually cut that bit off. What a shame, but I might put the. You can actually take this off with a heat tool very carefully if you wanted to keep the gold bit intact. Hopefully this side will be a bit easier now. I've got one side off. As you can see, it's not easy, is it, really? Things we do for our creativity. As well, I've got this little screwdriver, which is the right size, really. I think that will break my knife. Got it. Right. That side's not going to come. Oh, now I have broken it up now. Last. Oh well. Looks like it'll have to come off altogether, which is a shame. Because it's all broken. Which will make my journal a bit skinnier than I normally like. Maybe I can just take the gold off and put it again somewhere else. Or I might even take the spine off the other one and see how I go. So it's going to be on the cinch that way. It's going to be very skinny. So what I have to do then is to trim this to fit with the journal spaces. So I try to trim off the sides without ruining the story in the bottom and the top a little bit. So what am I going to measure? Give me a drink bottle there with the lid on, make sure it's the lid, because I just knocked it over before and the lid was off, so this is why it didn't spur everywhere. So that's 6 by 8. So I'm going to measure these 6 by 8 as well. No, I'm not. I'm going to do half an inch in. Half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, half an inch, 1/4 of an inch, half an inch. Cut the side. So there's 6 there. So I can't do 6 just on one side because I think I'll wreck the story. See how the story is just there. So if I do maybe 5.5 in the middle and cut off both sides, hopefully that'll be okay. So I'm going to measure, say, half an inch there and 5.5 there, and just going to draw a bit of a line. I should do it there again as well. What did I say? Half an inch, half an inch there. Sorry for the glare on the ruler. And 5.5 there. Right, so I'm just going to put that to one side. So I'm not going to cut that now because it's a bit tedious to watch. Still got staplers stuck in these. That was a really tough one. Wonder it's because it's newer. Seemed newer anyway. Just get this my bits out of the way. Sorry. So I'm going to go through this second book and work out what images I would like to cut for my journal. So I like to try maybe cut some of the figures out, maybe cut that out as a journaling card. He's so happy, Princess. Cut out the mum. Don't know if I want all of those. Maybe cut out the king. Or is a prince? Oh, sorry, he's a prince, not a princess, king. I got the story all wrong. Having morning tea. I don't know if I want any of that, so I can cut this page off. This decoration on the bottom I might like to use. Just have to decide which pictures I want to keep and which ones I don't. Maybe I can cut her out and this one here. This is meeting all these different princesses to find out if they're real or not. Cut out the, I could use that one as a journaling card or not. So it depends on which side you want to use. Because these images are in the other book as well. I'm just trying to work out which ones I want for journaling cards or for decoration of the journal or to put on tags and things. So it would make a great page pocket. So just trying to decide which ones I'm going to have. Right. So I'm going to take that off, cut my papers, and I'll get back to you in a minute, shortly. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. I've trimmed this to the signatures ready to go in the book, and I've cut the other book up, and I've, as you can see, I didn't cut up very much, just kept the pictures, took the text off, and I might use this little mouse because this little mouse goes all the way through the book, and I've trimmed the edges off. And I've also pulled these out, whether I'll use them in my journal or not. That's a paper bag, that's a serviette, white copy paper, and these are from paper pad that I got from Spotlight ages ago. So I just thought they would be colours that are in this book. So I'm not too sure what I'll use and what I won't use. But I just got them out ready. But what we need to do first of all is to get the cinch. This is a Memory Keepers one. I think there's another sort, but I don't know. You can get a binding machine from Officeworks, but if you're going to do a lot of binding, so the first thing you need to do is unclip. I hope you can see. So unclip this bit. Oh, sorry, that was a bit of a sudden movement. Sorry about that. And I might need to put it on the side so you can see better. Let's have a look. If I put it on the side, I won't be able to see very well. So I won't be able to see very well. I'll put that. So these are the pegs you I should put that back down again. These pegs are what you use to determine your holes. If you pull them out, that's where you don't have the hole. So normally I keep them all in for the hole. This little lever here is to measure your book width. So I'm going to be using the inside, this side to punch, cinch, or whatever you want to use the word, and that side. So I need to put those in, but you have to do one at a time because they're a bit thick and you can't do it both together. And I found that even with the pages, it's better to do it one at a time, just to get that accurate punching. I'm just cutting this edge off a little bit better. Right, so I'm going to be cinching this side. So I'm going to pop it in the machine like that, and I'm going to line it up so it's about the same on both sides. I've got it on the edge of my machine, so it's a bit even. And then you've just got to pull the lever down. Stand up, sorry. Okay. And it goes through your, and you can, if you wanted to slide it along and do another punch on both sides, you can. So you just slide it along a little bit. Make sure your holes are lined up to your machine, and you can cut more. You can do it the other way around as well, so you can just do from the side onwards. So it's up to you whether you want more holes. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And then I need to punch the holes for the book. Is going to go like that. That's the back of the book, so it needs to be punched this side on the left hand side. Put it back in the cinch machine. Might have to stand up again, sorry. Can't get quite enough levers just sitting down on the side here. Make sure it's lined up. Should really use this, and I don't, which is really bad of me. And let's punch that side as well, and they should line up. So it does, nicely lined up. Whew, thank goodness. And then when you do your pages, I just have to stand up a bit more, I think. Hang on, sorry. It's just sitting down for a minute. This is the first page of the book. Same thing again. I'm lining it up to my machine, lining up to my edge of my. This I'm using this as a guide here, because that's where the book cover was. You can put this. This helps you with the guide as well. This bit here. I'm just going to measure it up like that. And again, it has to be on the left-hand side because that's where the story is coming from the coils are going to be coming from. So again, you've got to just. That's easier, obviously, because it's paper. And then when you've done that, which I should have done, is you put that. Just take it to one side for a minute. Because this page is going to be there. But this page has to be. I never remember. This one. It has to be there. I think. Yes, that's how it goes. And then that one goes. Is that right? Yes. And then that one goes. then you've done them. Just put them on like this, because that's how it's going to go on your device. I'm just going to do that, punch them all, and I'll back to show the next step in a minute. Hope you can hear me because I'm standing up, sorry. So I'm just going to put that there, and I'm going to keep cinching until I've done them all, and I'll come back to show you the next step. Alright, see you soon. Okay, I'm back. So what we need to do now is to, I'm going to put this down a minute out of the way. I don't know if you can see though. If I do that, we're going to put our coils on here, this side here. This wider bit goes on the coils, so you just place them on there. You obviously don't need that many because it's not a bigger book, that bigger book. So I'm just going to have a look to see what coils I need. That's still not cut properly. Excuse me a minute. So we're going to see. Just going to see how many I need. So I'm just going to cut it there. So I had my pliers. So we'll try again, just to make sure I've got it right. That one there you need to cut off, Kay. So that one I need cut off, so I'm going to cut it, that one I'm cutting off there, so I'm going to cinch it here with my pliers. My arm's a bit sore. I'm swimming this morning. Snip that bit off. And then because you want this at the back of that. Is that how it goes? Oh God, I can't remember. I can never remember ever. So it goes like that. So you need to have that on there first. So this is going to go on first. This is the back page. This goes on first, and then the front cover goes on next, like that. And then you go backwards from. No, that's not right. I just do this wrong all the time. Let's have a look. I have to figure it out, and I'll be back in a minute. Sorry.